It's funny because as we were doing it, there was a guy that was doing the same exercise afterwards, and he was like, oh, why did you do it like that? And I had to explain it to him exactly what I'm going to explain to you is what's going on, YouTube family? Gabriel Say, aka The Truth, back with another Teach Me Tuesday. That's what's up. Alright, so we're back in the gym today. This is for the guys too, so don't get it twisted. The title might be more aimed at the girls, but guys need to be doing this as well. A leg workout. Just before we get started, don't forget to check out My Protein for all your supplement needs, and if you need 35% off, yes, 35% off, just use the code GAB35 and get your discount. As always, if this video helps in any way, shape or form, don't forget to hit the like button, smash the ting, yeah? Now let's get on with the video. As you can see, me and Nyisha have already done the workout. I don't come to the gym sweating already. I'm gonna take you through the workout that we did today, along with some tips of what you should and shouldn't be doing, etc, etc. Firstly is an activation. All the stuff that you see on Instagram where they're talking about flipping glute exercises and they're using the bands, doing a whole workout of glute work just using the bands, that's activation stuff. What you're seeing is actually a warm-up. That's what you should be doing as a warm-up for the bigger exercises. Why is Gary making so much noise? Get that? That's Gary. He claims that he only trains like once a week, but comes in, he's putting flipping 10 plates on the bar with chains, chest like a flipping cow. Hate him. So yeah, anyway, back to the point, get everything moving, do a good warm up, like walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes, then do some mobility work, and then do the glute activation stuff. So first exercise is Sumo Deadlift. I know a lot of people are going to start in the comment section already. Oh, but what about squats? We do 2 leg days. Squats is for the other one. So the main cues when it comes to the Sumo Deadlift is you see a lot of people, the bar is so far away from them. And this is for like Sumo Deadlift, Romanian Deadlift, any deadlift. The bar is so far away from them that all the pressure's going onto the back. You need to keep the bar close to you, and as you go to pull, tighten yourself. So it's almost like you're trying to do this to the bar. Obviously you can't, unless you're Hulk or Gary, but you need to do that to the bar. So you're pulling it into you, and what that does is it pulls your chest up and tightens the lats. And then you want to take slack out the bar. So you don't want any jerking movement just before you lift. You want your arms dead straight and everything loaded into the glutes and hamstrings. Once your body's upright, you've tightened yourself up and there's no slack in the bar, you're then pushing through your heels and up. You don't want your back taking all of it, and so then it ends up just being like a, what's it called? Like a good morning. Okay, then we moved on to hip thrust, which you've seen in a previous video. If you haven't seen, I'm gonna link it in the corner. I can never remember which side it is. I'll link it in the corner. With the hip thrust, with all of these exercises, it's about bracing the core. And I know a lot of people say it and you don't really know what they mean, but you want to keep, your back should be straight and you want to lock it in that position. So when they say brace the core, it's not just like any positioning thing. You could be like this or like this, and then you brace your core and it doesn't really do anything. You want your back to be straight and then you lock it in that position.
However, the point still stands that if you're flexing your abs and compromising your integrity, this is going to happen to you.
So before you go to lift anything heavy or get under a heavy squat, I want you to think about filling up your belly with air and then take in more air. Filling up your obliques, filling up your lower back, your lower lumbar region.
And it's pivoting from the hips. So as opposed to letting your back bend. But if you want to see that, go and check the other video. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Sets and reps, as always, are going to be in the description box. Then we went on to lunges. Now, I first learned this from Kai Green, but this was about 3 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to figure out what he actually means when he does this, because he will do a thing where he kind of drags his back leg and is like a little bit on the dragging leg ends up on his tiptoes and he's squeezing the glutes to the top. And I'm trying to think like, all right, so just squeezing the glutes to the top isn't really going to do much. But what I finally figured out is if you almost act as though, so this is your, how do I explain this? So as you step, so this is your heel, you're pushing back almost. So although you're doing a lunge where you're walking forwards, you're not actually pushing yourself forward, you're not propelling yourself forward, you're pushing yourself almost back and up on your heels and letting the dragging leg just kind of hang and just be support. Once you're pushing through there and you squeeze the hamstrings and glutes, I tell you, you'll feel it. And that's what I feel he means from that. Does that make sense? I've got to clarify with the boss, you know? Okay, then we moved on to Romanian deadlifts, which, again, this is an exercise. It's funny because as we were doing it, there was a guy that was doing the same exercise afterwards, and he was like, oh, why did you do it like that? And I had to explain it to him exactly what I'm going to explain to you, is loads of people just let the bar hang in front of them, where the bar is like this far away from their legs. All that's doing is putting all of the force straight down your back, and you end up just using more of your back than anything else. What you actually need to be doing is keep the bar as close to you as possible. I actually let the bar drag up and down my legs, and that forces you to push your hips all the way back. So then what I do sometimes is I'll get the band, as you see here, and wrap it around the waist and actually pull the hips back. So it gets people used to drawing the hips back, and then when they're coming through, they've got some extra resistance as well. If you're just letting your body bend from the waist, you're wasting your time. Do you get it? You're wasting weight. And then the final one is hamstring curls. Hamstring curls, especially if you look at any lying hamstring curl, standing hamstring curl, people always make the same mistake where they end up using their hips and their glutes more than what you actually want to be using, which is the hamstring. As you can see here, like my leg isn't even pressed up against the pad. I'm just kicking the weight back, and it's almost your ego lifting because you just want to shift the weight. Drop the weight down, pull yourself into the machine, whether that's a lying one or whether that's a standing one, pull yourself right into this machine so your thigh is pressed up against it. You should feel the tension in your arm because you're trying to pull yourself in that tight. And then force it without, everyone does this with their bum. Like this, like this. You want to keep it stern and then pull from the hamstring. See, no booty flexing. It's there. And that's it, because otherwise you're not training, you're not working what you want to be working. That was a mouthful. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it helped. If it did help you in any way, shape or form, hit the like button, smash the ting, yeah. And this week's Transformation Tuesday of the week goes to... And on that note, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all of my videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Whipping excursion. I gotta pick up that person. In the trap, tripping that working. You're not a gangster, you're just an internet version.